Hello Year 2, how are you all today? I hope you're ready for your next guided reading lesson. Today we've got a book about a smelly princess, so I hope you really enjoy it. Let's get started. The Very Smelly Princess, written by Stephanie Moss and illustrated by Nina the Polini Nil. There was a problem at the palace and it got worse every day. The princess wouldn't have a bath no matter what the queen would say. At the sound of running water, Princess Grace started to scream. Then she'd run off down the hall quick as the royal sprinting team. The king bought her lots of toys and ran her baths with bubbles too, but she'd avoid the soapy water with the naughty tricks she knew. After a little while, of course, Princess Grace began to smell. Her parents noticed first, then everyone else did as well. She ponged at royal processions, soldiers smelled her while on guard, Grace's ponies all agreed she was the stinkiest in the yard. Then there was the royal banquet. "This smells funny," one guest said. As Grace left the table, the queen's cheeks turned crimson red. "That's it," declared the king. "I'm sending out a royal decree. Whoever solves this problem can have jewels and gold from me." Soon there was a line of people, all hoping to try their luck. Some came with strange inventions. One had a giant rubber duck. First, pop star Tilly Twinkles gave Grace tickets to her show. When Grace knew she'd have to wash, the smelly princess said, "No!" Her fairy godmother arrived and said, "I'll fix this with one spell." But she disappeared at once because she couldn't stand the smell. Some pirates whispered their advice. "Just wash behind your ears." But it was clear to the princess they hadn't washed in several years. By the end of the day, everyone's patience had worn thin. The queen pointed at the bath and she shouted, "Just get in!" Grace thought of the last few days. She felt so angry she might cry. She still didn't want a bath, but Mum needed to know why. "Mummy," began Grace, "I'm a princess. Yes, that's true. But I don't like wearing fancy dresses every day like you." Grace liked playing in the mud, then jumping in and going splat. "I'm worried if I have a bath, you'll put an end to all of that." The queen gave Grace a kiss and then she hugged her very tight. "You can squelch in mud all day if you'll just have a bath each night." So the queen ran the bubbliest bath. The princess splished and splashed for hours. Grace even enjoyed herself and smelled like little sweet spring flowers. Then, as a special treat for Grace, her parents planned a big surprise. When the princess went outside, she couldn't believe her eyes. I hope you enjoyed the story so far. So what I would like you to do now is pause the video, don't continue with the story, and do the first part to your activities today. So on your worksheet, you will see a box where I would like you to either write what you think Grace's surprise is going to be, or I would like you to draw what she might see outside. So once you've done that, you can come back and return to the story. Well done. So now you've done your first part of your worksheet, we can continue with our story. So let's see what surprise Grace is going to see. The royal gardens were transformed into a muddy water park. Grace whooshed down slippery slides and flumes all day till it got dark. Squelching in the mud was the most fun she'd ever had. Then from that day on, she thought baths maybe weren't so bad. And that is the end of our story today. So we have come to the end of this story. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I love this story. Every time I read it, it puts a smile on my face. So we've done the first part of our exercise. We are now going to do the second part. And this is actually about Princess Grace and how she doesn't want to be like a normal princess who would like to keep clean and maybe not get so dirty and maybe not get so messy. But as you know, Princess Grace loves to play with mud. And I know some of you also really like doing that because in forest school you all used to love the mud kitchen. So what I would like you to write on this second part of your exercises is what makes you perfect? Now I want you to think about this for a little bit and think about what I mean by the question, what makes you perfect? Because don't forget, everyone is different and everyone is perfect in their own ways. What can you think about? If you get stuck, maybe talk to an adult. If you have siblings, maybe talk to your siblings. So talk to some people around you and ask them, what makes you perfect? I can think of lots of different things for each one of you. Okay, so I'm gonna let you go now so you can complete that, and I'm looking forward to looking through your work and reading what makes you perfect. Enjoy the rest of your day, Year 2. I hope to see you tomorrow in our next guided reading lesson. Take care, bye.